Okay, so last part is the conclusion, of course. And my conclusion is that 28 Years Later is a good horror film. But like again, only the first part. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The rest of the movie is just you can watch the part where Spike and his dad go onto the island and then they come back and shut the movie off because that's basically it's done. Like again, it's like I said, it's like two different films here because it's like we get a whole part of them going on the island and Spike getting his first zombie kill and them talking about the world that they live in and this whole thing. And then we get what do we get? We get a cancer plot, we get modern society, which again, and then we get the doctor character who's just again another um uh um um oh, uh, it's like a subverting the audience's expectations kind of thing, right? And then we get the Jimmy, which again goes nowhere. So we have cancer plot, which again doesn't really matter in my case, where it's like I don't care. Where this is a world where there's freaking zombies running around. I don't care about someone who has cancer. I'm sorry. And then we have like modern world where it's like okay so nothing matters like not even the cancer thing doesn't matter the people on the island don't fucking matter because like it doesn't it's modern the modern world is still alive out there like so there's no stakes we have the doctor character who is just again definitely takes down the stakes and makes kind of no sense in the way that it's just kind of like a it's like one of those little blocks that people get that have, like, quotes on them where it's like, "Remember the dead." That's how much I think of that the doctor character and his plight, where it's like, "Remember the dead." Okay, yeah. But, again, we're in a world where zombies are around and they're technically dead and walking around. Like, I feel like the whole "remember the dead" thing would work better in a damn war movie, like, right? Where it's like, yeah, we should remember the dead. Everyone should remember the dead. Everyone should respect the dead. Everyone should respect the people who died, especially the people who gave their lives for our freedoms, like soldiers, like our like this would work better in a war film, but we're in a zombie movie. Like we're in a literally people are dying and coming back. Like unless there was something to that elaborated that point, there's nothing there. So pointless, pointless, pointless. And then Jimmy, which again doesn't I can't put anything together that makes him fit in this film other than he's there. Like he's there. His dad used to be a preacher. I can't even like and I'm somebody who loves thinking about movies. The whole reason why I wanted to do this kind of channel in a way was because I like talking about things. I like talking about things I'm passionate about, like movies or manga or like books or stuff. But like so I love thinking about things. I'm not one of those people who's like, "Well, if the message isn't clear cut, I don't wanna know it." Like, it's too confusing for me. My dad's like that in the way that he likes his straight action adventure movies because they're simple. You go rescue the girl, you bring her back, you fall in love with her, blah, blah, blah. He likes those kinds of movies because those are simple. You go get the girl. He doesn't like movies where you have to actually think about them. I like movies like that. Again, Longlegs is a great example of one where it's like you do need to think. But, like, this movie, I can't fit anything anywhere that was supposed to fit, like, nothing fits. The only thing that fits is that this is a zombie film and the Spike and his dad going to the mainland and doing all that was the best part, like, I just can't I again, so pointless, 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 pointless. The last big part of the film is pointless. We get to meet Eric from the modern world. Okay, there's a modern world. Who cares? The mom has cancer. Okay, who cares? Jimmy's here and his people can do backflips and kill zombies. Who cares? Like, I don't care about all this. I want to see zombies killing people. Like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I honestly wish I wish this I really I was really pulling for this movie to be something really great, and, like, it kinda it still is to the point where I would recommend it. I'm probably gonna buy it for my collection because I wanna get all the 28 Days Later trilogy now. Because now they're gonna come out with a trilogy box set, right, where it's gonna have all 3 movies, and of course I gotta get that. It's like the How to Train Your Dragon, trilogy too. Once they came out with the 3rd one, they had a whole trilogy. Because I wasn't gonna buy them separately. I'm not gonna buy How to Train Your Dragon, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and then when I heard they were coming out with the 3rd one, I'm like, "Well, I'll just wait for the 3rd one to come out and then buy them all 3 as a pack." So, I'm definitely going to get it, and I'm definitely going to watch it again. I am going to enjoy it. And if you do want to see a scary movie, it is scary up to a point. So, yeah, but there's also a lot of scary movies coming out too, and, like, if zombies aren't your thing, there's a lot of really good movies that are coming out that are scary too. So, yeah, there's Together, which is coming out soon, which looks actually pretty interesting. Um, Again, it seems like more of a thought-provoking horror film, so that's gonna be kinda cool. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I would if someone came up to me and asked me if I'd seen 28 Years Later and I said yes, and they asked me what a what to expect, like, if there was somebody who didn't mind spoilers, if there was somebody that or or even if there was somebody who did mind spoilers, they were just like, "Well, tell me, is it good or not?" I would be like, "It's a good film, but I would recommend you watch it when it goes to streaming or something." And that sounds pretty harsh, right? But, like, it's because it is a good film, and like I said, I am going to watch it again, but was it worth the fucking amount of money that we spend on tickets, going to the theater, having to sit next to the rest of the smelly humans, having to, like and, like, again, there is something precious about a theater experience, right? Going to see something in the theaters. I'll always treasure the times when got to see Joker in the theaters for the first time with my family, and I was, like, blown away. I love Joker as a film, and, like, I actually to the fact where Joker's the only film I ever saw twice in the theaters because my mom was like, "You wanna go see that movie again?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." So, like, cause like, the sound and the visuals are so much better on the big screen, like and, like, being able to have popcorn and being able to buy soda or candy or going with your friends, but, like, I don't know if this film is worth it. And that's I hate like, it pains me to say that, but, like, I don't know if this film is worth it. The majority so it's, like, an hour and 55 minutes or something, I think, and, it like, the rest of the half hour or hour, like, the first hour is really good, and then the second hour, you could say, is not really worth your time, like, it's just not, like, if you like to shut your brain off and just watch something. Yeah, but, like, why would you go to theaters to do that? Like, do you have the money for that? Like, you have the time for that? You, like, time out of your job to go and do this, you know? If you had friends and you wanted to go and see this film, right? If you were like, "I wanna go see this film with a bunch of my buddies," or something like that, and go and laugh at it, or, like, be scared together, or something like that, I would say, "Yeah, go for it, whatever." It doesn't matter if you're because it's different if you're going with friends, right? Because when you're going with friends, half the time you're not even watching the movie, let's be honest. It's more the experience of going and seeing it with your friends specifically. But, like, me and my mom, we go and watch movies to actually go and watch movies, right? And, like so it's like, if you're going with your friends, yeah, go have a good time, but, like, if you're going because you actually want this movie to be good, you're like, "Ah, I love the 28 Years franchise," like myself. Like, you love zombie movies, you love horror, you love being scared you love to scare the crap out of yourself. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's actually worth it. And, like, again, it does make me sad because I really want more zombie movies to come back. I want zombie movies to come back. Make zombie movies great again, right? Because it's like, I love zombie movies. Again, they're the one creature that really does scare me. Like, I have, like, some of my worst nightmares ever, aside from the ones where I kill my family, my worst nightmares ever have been zombie films. Like, it's been zombie-esque things where, like, I'm out in the woods, especially out in the woods, because I live out in the woods, right? Where it's like, I'm out there in the woods and there's zombies chasing me and they're surrounding my house and, like, I'm hiding under the bed and they get in and, like, stuff like that. Like, or we're on a road trip, like a lot of zombie movies, you're on a road trip or something like that. Like, terrifying. Scare the shit out of me. So, like, I love zombie movies and, like, so this was kind of disappointing. I mean, like, I really wanted this film to be something good, and it is just not that good. Like, the second half is just not that good. I would almost pay half the money I paid just to watch the first part. But then after that, I just walk out of the theater because the rest of it is just not really worth seeing. Like, there's no extreme visuals in it after that either. Like, the night vision parts with the zombies was awesome enough in the theaters alone, right? Where it's like the seeing like the giant zombies up there on the big screen, like in the like night vision type light and everything, watching them tear stuff apart and everything was awesome. It was wicked. So it was metal. Anyways, but like it was awesome, and, like but, like, after that, the only part that was really stuck out to me was, the bone sanctuary, which was kinda cool, but, like, again, it kinda went nowhere, so it's just like, oh, yeah, again, more set dressing, right? Just like The Mask, where it's like, it doesn't really mean anything in the film, it's just more like, "Oh, yeah, well, we remember the dead." It's like, Okay, yeah, no shit, Sherlock." And like but then the Jimmy part, and that's only because they were so brightly colored. Like, I'm not lying when I say 80s jumpsuits. Like, they're neon colors, these things, and like they're full on jumpsuits and they're fucking doing backflips and shit. Like, it is yeah, like that part's kind of cool, I guess, but like again, it's just really not. Yeah, like, up until the part where Spike and his dad go and they like, seeing the part where Spike and his dad see, like, the elk on the big screen, like, the giant herd they come across this giant herd of elk and they or deer or something like that, some sort of animal, I would say it's probably elk, but I don't know what they have over there in Europe, but, like, seeing this whole herd of animals was, like, awesome because Spike had never seen anything like that, he's an island dweller, right? And then seeing, like, the zombies coming after them in the woods on the big screen was awesome. Seeing the alpha zombie running after them, um, when they were trying to get to the island on that little stretch was awesome, like, cause he's really gaining on him, and it's really fucking cool looking, and Spike's dad is just encouraging Spike, he's like, "Come on, we gotta go." Like, and it's like it was awesome to see in the theaters. That first part, cool as hell. Again, the whole them leaving it, you get to see the low tide and you get to see the island stretch. Again, it reminded me so much of like the Lady in Black where it's like, oh, that looks so dope. Like that's such a dope like idea for a place to live where it's like you can only leave at a certain time, you can only come back at a certain time. Like that was awesome. Like, the whole zombies up on the hill waiting for them and everything and looking down at them, and then the alpha zombie, like, that was awesome, and, like, seeing even the crawler zombies, like, trying to take that shot, Spike trying to get up the guts to kill him, and then you kinda see them kinda, like, they're closing in on them without it was just it was cool. It was awesome. That first part was so awesome. It was so dope, and again, the father-son aspect of it really caught me because I was just like, "Oh, yeah. This is awesome. I want more of this. I want more father-son like this." Like, this is classic father teaching his son how to hunt or how to gather shit for their community kinda stuff, and I was just like and it's just the stakes are up to 10 because it's zombies, right? So it's like you could take this awesome concept of a father teaching his son and then you put them in a zombie setting. Oh, yes! I was so there for it. I was so there. And then they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. And I yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it makes me honestly kind of sad. It's just like the first part was so good, and then the second part was just like, yeah, it just went nowhere. But anyways, that was my review of 28 Years Later. Again, great movie. Just the first part, just the first part. They did really good, and like, and yeah, it just is. If you want to see it, if you are 28 years later, if you're 28 days later fan of those movies, it is definitely worth the watch. If you're a cult fanatic, in that way, I would say that it is still kind of worth the watch just to see it. But also maybe just wait till it comes out on a streaming service or something like that. Because like, is it worth watching it in the theaters? It's one of those things where it's like, like the idea of watching it in the theaters, like 20 years later, like 4 years from now, let's just say, and people are talking about 28 days later or something like that, and you're like, yeah, I got to see 28 years later in the theaters, right? Where it's like, I know that my mom at least has friends who saw the first 28 days later in the theaters when it first came out. And like, that's awesome to be like someone who watched 28 days later in the theaters, 28 weeks later in the theaters, and then now 28 years later. Like, obviously I'm not that old, but like, that would be awesome. Like, to have seen that. Like, I think my mom, let's see, what was like one, I think my mom, for example, is like, my mom said she watched The Fly, in the theaters, the actual movie The Fly with is it Jeff Goldblum? Yeah, it's Jeff Goldblum, right? Yeah. With She actually got to watch that movie in the theaters. I have late parents, for those who are thinking this doesn't make sense. I'm a late kid, okay? But like, she watched that in the theaters, and like, I think that that's wicked that like my mom got to see a movie that is that old in the theaters, like when she was young. And like, so it's kind of a thing, right? Like, seeing movies in the theaters, to say you saw it in the theaters, is kind of a thing too. So if you are a fan of 28 days later, that universe, that kind of thing, if you're a fan of zombie movies in general, and you want to brag to your friends that like, hey, by the way, I saw the last in the trilogy in the theaters, there's a novelty to that. So like, it's kind of a thing. But that's about it for me. Again, my throat is still kind of sore. So yeah, but like, go watch it, don't watch it, wait for it to come out on streaming. But like, it's okay. It's okay. It's alright, and it's still pretty good. But, that's been The Dragon's Tongue. That's been my review of 28 Years Later. I will hope to see you in the next video, that I put out, if I ever do put another video out, because goddamn, I'm lazy as shit. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys in hopefully the next video. Bye-bye.